Hi, this is Donnie. I want to show you on this video tutorial of how to add things to the media library and how to access the media library. So from the dashboard, you will, if you don't see the arrows again, you would click the arrow button. That would reveal you both your library as well as you can add new. Now look at the library here. This is all of the images that are currently on your site. All of the images, I believe, that are here on your site are housed here. When I say images, I mean photos, PDF files, even down here you see an Excel spreadsheet. All these are housed right here, and you can see it goes, there's 160 of these images. There are from time to time images on here that we loaded on the site. We ended up not using them. We should probably go back and clean them off, but it's not a high priority. If you ever want to go and delete videos or photos off that you know are not used on the site, you can. Here's an example. We used different versions of that picture to find the one that we want. We kept trying different things. Again, we could go back and delete ones that we don't use, but it's not, again, the highest priority. But you can scroll through here and see the number of photos that are used. Here are some of the ones that we again used in the featured images, some of the stuff that's used for the backgrounds and the stuff that you would never really even worry about. Here's some of those buttons down at the bottom. We tried different things. So all these are located, there's 8 pages right now of 160 photos. So you can go through and see all the different ones. Here's some of the PDF forms that we've put up. And so it's important that you have a media library so that you can find items. Now, for items that you've already loaded on there, but you want to access again in another place, this is where you would go. So for instance, let's say that we wanted to put the calendar of events. Okay, I can search the media here, and I see that this calendar of events button, right now I can see that button on the events page right there. But let's say that I want to put it under the volunteers page. Well, I don't want to have to load a new picture, so this is what I would do is I would go to edit the page, and if you haven't seen the video tutorial on how to edit a page, go and watch that. So I'm going to search for volunteer so I don't have to spend time finding where it is. And I'm going to go to edit that. And let's just say for grins, I want to put that right underneath the word contact us, right above the word so what's next. You scroll over here, and I'm going to insert a line. I'll use there we go. Put my cursor there. Now, at this point, I need to add in the photo that already exists as part of the media library, but I want it to go right here. So how do I do that? So I put my cursor where I want it to go, and then you can do one of two ways. You can add an image, or this one is the best one because it can be used for PDF files, Excel files, or photos. So I always recommend using the one that has the starburst. So click that. If it's a new file that you have not loaded in the media library already, then you would select the file and find it on your desktop and go from there. But in this case, we want to go to the media library, so I'm going to click that, and you can search, find that that's the button I want, and all you have to do is click the word show. And most of the time we'll keep it on the full size. This is what you do. Click insert post. You can see how it's inserted there. When you're ready, you update the page. Now we go back to our volunteers page. We reload, and there's the image on there. If we wanted to, we could put an extra space between here. We could hyperlink this to anything we want. So we'll just use an example and say it goes to there. We could open it up, since that's going to a new window. We make sure it says that. We insert that. Click on the update page. Reload the browser. We click on that now. It opens up. It goes to Dell.com. So that's pretty much how you set that up. when you want to do that. Now, if you want to add a new page or a new image, this is what you would do. Now, for this example, I probably ought to delete that off, update the page, and so if you are testing things out from time to time, make sure that you go and do that. Let's put that page in there. Okay. All right. So on this, we want to go to the media library and add a new image. So this is where you simply select the files that you want, and I'm going to go ahead and say that there's a logo that I want to use, and it's called OFC logo final. I just upload that. Once it's finished doing its needs to do, now it brings in the title of whatever it's called. You can change this. Sometimes if you hover over an image, you might want to say click to go to our homepage or something like that. Okay. Now that's fine. You save your changes there, and that's pretty much how you add something to the media library. One thing that you need to know, if you click on the word view here, each image, whether it's a PDF file, I believe it occurs with an Excel file, or definitely any kind of image, photo. You click that a second time, you're going to be right up. You're going to see the image. Notice here that you have been given a URL. It's a destination on your website. All your images are stored on the site, so if you ever wanted to know where to go to get that image, that's the URL that you would go to get to it. You don't really need to know that a whole lot, but there might be from time to time where you're having to do a little bit of HTML code, and it's going to ask you where you want to link it to, what's the source of the image, and this is what you would pull in. And so it's just wanted you to know that each of these images have kind of their own unique URL, and that's how you go get that. So you have to hit the back button 2 times to get back to it. But again, to do that again, you just hit view, click on the image that you want, and there's your URL. So I hit my back button 2 times to get back, and that's where I'm back to the media library. So if you ever wanted to, if you know there's items on here that are outdated, and you want to clean up the site a little bit to make it easier so you don't have, what now, 9 pages, you can delete things off. I know that this logo is already on there, so I'm going to delete that. Now we're to 8 pages, and you can continue to clean things up as you know things that are on here that you don't need anymore. So that's a little bit about how to add new things to the media library, as well as to find things in the existing media library to put onto your web pages.